Motivation. A document written by Golden Lara. Not me, I'm just speaking in text right here. Everyone knows the struggle of getting themselves motivated, either for personal activities or educational learning. I will present to you a few tips which help me a lot while working. Note: I do not guarantee that these tips will work. Tip 1. List. If you have a lot on your mind which needs to be done soon, it can block your mind while working on one of the things. Take a piece of paper or open a digital document and start writing it down. This way you won't forget what's so important. You can design your list however you want, and to make sure that you won't lose it, put it in a place you see every day. Examples: walls, doors, or screens. Instead of a list, you could also buy a planner where you write these things down. Tip 2. Wheel of Names. You wrote a task down, but which one should you do first? Simple. You do the things to the closest deadline first, and put your other tasks in a randomizer. You let your wheel pick out the task for you, which makes deciding a lot easier. If you aren't happy with the task the wheel gave you, simply rewrite. Tip 3. Timer. You have your task, but are still struggling to get started? You could try setting a timer up for 5 to 30 minutes and do your task. You will be only doing this task and nothing else except drink, breathe, and other survival activities. To help you further with this, you could put your phone in another room, tell your family not to interrupt you, and have a bottle of water next to you. If you somehow still manage to fail, force yourself. Force yourself to write a paragraph. Force yourself to finish the line art. You get the point. After the timer's up, you can take a small break, which will be about as long as the timer before went. Tip 4. Showtime. You probably watch streamers, let's players or other. You can use the same tricks as them to get the work done. Set up your webcam, microphone and streaming software and pretend to stream. Instead of actually streaming, you simply record yourself doing your task. You design the stream however you like. You could talk while working, play music or whatever comes to your mind. A more extreme version will be doing a task with a friend or sibling, but depending on how serious you two take it, it might be a distraction. Tip 5. Listen. A common thing is that people listen to music when they work, but instead of music you could watch a video or listen to a podcast. It just depends on your taste. Part 2. Inspiration. Now that you're motivated, where are your ideas? Being creative on demand can be annoying when you don't have any ideas. I collected a few more tips to help you with that. Note: I also do not guarantee that these tips will work. Tip 1. Pinterest. It was the obvious choice for artists, animators or others. It's used by a lot of people to help them to get creative. Create your personal pin wall of inspiration and quickly scroll through it. No, don't look at the pictures one by one. You need as many impressions in a short time as possible. Tip 2. Google. Depending on what you'll search, you better turn on incognito mode, because Google pictures and websites can get special. Be careful out there. Tip 3. Websites. Again, it depends on what you want to do and need. I can give you a bunch of websites that might help you, but not guarantee that they would fit you. Tip 4. Book of Ideas. You have an idea that you like at the moment? Got a funny joke stuck in your head? Grab an entry-line paper book and write it down. Anything which roams around your mind gets written down there, for nobody else to see. When you feel idealist, you can take a look in your book and get inspired by your past self. It doesn't even have to be a book of ideas. It can be a book of jokes or a book of designs. It should be something for you and your future self. Important. If you feel stuck, lost or like a failure, remember, you are an amazing person with so much inner strength. Feeling like you can't go on is alright. just as long as you stand up and take a small step. If you can't push yourself, you can try asking for help. It takes a lot of courage to do this, but you'll be relieved afterwards. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success.